And so, Roxy, with tour, you're a solo act, right?
Sorry?
And Roxy, you're a solo act, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's been the kind of one of those tours where you're getting your name out there, kind of going some places. Nothing hugely terribly exciting. Pretty much the standard. One night, you're all back in hotel. Do you have the money to afford like different hotel rooms each, or do you all end up crashing in the same one?
I think I've got enough saved up.
Roxy would
think
try to demand a solo room.
Okay. So we'll say
Max has no money.
So-
This is not a thing he has
sleeping in
access
the
to.
van. So Roxy, one night you wake up like I don't know what time you got in, but you've been asleep a couple hours, and there's a man sitting in the chairs, just turned on the television.
In my room where I'm alone.
Yeah. There's a moment where there's like probably a panic, and then it goes, "Hey, Roxy," and you look up and you see it's Arthur Richmond, who's someone you've met before.
Arthur Richmond.
Arthur Richmond is he's an avatar of the Messenger,
Okay.
and being like that, he has a habit of getting around
And appearing
quite a bit.
surprisingly.
Yeah, basically, like if he's trying to deliver a message to someone, walls and stuff, like nothing really stops him. Like bonds will break, all these other cool stuff kind of happens. And he's got some popcorn, and he's just like, "Oh, here," and then tosses a letter at you. He goes, "Yeah, I needed to drop that off before we take off. I was going to try to get to you more of a regular point, but some shit's happened, so I've got to get going here soon."
I mean, you could always knock. You know?
I mean, I could, but it's much more interesting to do this.
Yeah, she
Kind of
sighs.
smiles and goes. "Yeah, sorry for the freaking you out, but had to get it to you now because we're taking off." By the way, and like you notice that there's blood. There's a blood stain on the letter. The kid who had this got shot up in New York.
Great. You know what their name was?
I know. I just knew this was coming to you when I opened it up. It's probably, most likely, William. You'll see.
Roxy, I guess, would just open the letter, assuming they would let themselves out.
Yeah. And Arthur lets himself out. And this is the letter that you find.
Oh, you just sent it to me, right?
It should have. Did it open up for
Yep.
everybody?
Yep.
I was going to change the title of it. I'm like, no, mysterious, no words.
Jason has figured out how to bring them back. Davis Island apparently has the secret. He's going to make the same mistake Rebecca did. No one can remember that Crossroads is even there anymore. We have to stop him, maybe get Roxy, Maxwell, and the others back. They stopped it once. Ray. So this was not meant for me, specifically, because it mentions me in the third person, implying that they're talking about me, Maxwell, and the others instead of to me.
Yep.
William.
But here's the thing: as the messenger, he always knows where a message is supposed to go.
Okay. Even if it's not the intended recipient.
Yep. Of course, it could be if William was
Cool.
the person who was dead. The intended recipient might be dead.
That's true.
Messengers
And
operate on wizard rules. The letter doesn't need go to who it's addressed to. It goes to who it's needed to go to.
Yeah.
And it's the address is from Cerro Gordo, Tennessee.
Okay. Do we know a Rebecca or a William or a Ray?
This doesn't ring a bell at all. Like there's individuals you know, but like nothing where you put all those together. You can't remember anything that like you guys stopped.
Okay. I pull out my phone and Google the Google Davis Island. Is that a real place? Did I Google that?
Well, you can Google it, but what's going to happen on your phone in Unknown Armies world is it brings up a location that is, as you're looking at, like the page it's on has all sorts of like errors and like Wikipedia thing. There's one there. A lot. It's like it's scrambled. It looks like there's just some sort of editing error associated with it, and like when you kind of look around it, you find Cerro Gordo, Tennessee, but the section where there's like a big chunk of like the Google Maps that's supposed to be around where Davis Island is, and all of it is like it's glitched. Nothing is sort of coming through.
And the distorted writing is indecipherable.
The what?
The distorted writing on like the Wikipedia page and stuff, it's like unreadable.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get like Davis Island, Tennessee, and then the rest of it, it's just all sorts of glitches. There's occasional letters that are showing up. It looks like just this weird mishmash. Like there's just a massive error happened.
I would I go around or would I just phone? I think I would just phone Maxwell.
Okay.
Right there and then.
Is it early in the morning?
Yeah, it's probably. I mean, I don't know what time do you think you got to bed?
Maxwell is still awake. It doesn't matter
I mean,
what time it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What time Rossi went to bed? It's about 3 hours after that.
Doesn't matter. Max is still awake. He's got a whiteboard in the van, and he's happy.
Yeah, he knows all the plot devices. Or most plot devices have someone waking up, so he's already woken up. It's fine. He's waiting for that plot call.
He's editing Super 8 footage by hand in the dark, like taping film reels together.
This one.
So yeah,
will be my masterpiece.
Yeah, so I'd phone Maxwell.
Just kind of pops open the phone. He's like, it's 6 in the morning.
I'll just say, yeah, I have a question. Do you know the general populace size of Davis Island?
I'm not even sure where that is. I wish I did know, though, because that would have been a snappy response. That would have actually been a really good beat of snap editing. Just kind of put it in half. Why do you ask? Is it the plot? Do we have plots again?
Depends. If it has enough people there, it would be worth going to. But I tried looking it up, and yeah, try looking up Davis Island for me.
Just got a really shitty cracked smartphone.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Just kind of looks at it for a second. He's like, "We should get in the van. We gotta drive. We gotta drive. We gotta go now."
Yeah, I
Gotta come too.
maybe if I tweet out a bunch of times. Yeah, okay. Sure, I'll go get the van ready.
I have got the van ready. You need to get the other guy.
You have the van ready, did you just say?
There's a noise as the engine kicks on from outside the hotel.
Go control starter. Everyone's got him now.
No, he's sleeping in the van. He's got no
He's
money.
already. Oh yeah. I guess Roxy would let him sleep in the van.
Let him.
So long-
You are so kind.
All right. So yeah, Roxy would hang up, and while she's like putting on clothes and stuff, she would phone Art. Was it?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
It goes straight to voicemail. I'm sleeping. My phone's off.
Yeah, Roxy would let out a sigh, get dressed, make sure she has everything packed, and then go over to Art's room and bang on the door,
Throw one of those
Yeah.
outdoor
like
Super
really
8s.
loud.
Fuck. What? And he like opens the door. He's like pulling on his pants are halfway up.
Mm.
Just like glares at you. Do you know what time it is?
Yeah. Look, I just got a letter. Apparently, we're going to Davis Island.
He just like blinks a few times, sighs, and can't wait. I don't know. 2 hours? 3?
I mean, you can sleep in the van. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Also, do you know how big Davis Island is?
Davis Island? Where is that?
Where was it located generally again?
Maxwell screaming from the van, "Forbidden knowledge!"
So what's found essentially not too far, like supposed to be south of Saragordo, Tennessee.
South of Tennessee. Okay. And how big was like the distorted blip? Like how?
Sort of blip itself is you've got about a mile stretch that just seemed to be completely borked when it came to actually figuring out what that place was.
Okay.
Are you still holding the letter, by the way?
Yeah, sure. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I see a blood-stained letter. I'm like, oh, that kind of letter. Well,
Yeah.
gimme.
Here, read it.
Read it. Okay, sure, I'll read the letter. Davis Island, Rebecca. You stopped it. Why did you stop?
Hold on. Maxwell, did we stop anything recently? Or
Stop!
hold?
Define! I was kid back in the mirror, but we did that a while ago.
Do we know someone called Rebecca? Or William or Ray?
Do I know somebody called any of those people?
Yeah, I mean you do, but like when they start putting like Rebecca, William, and Ray, like, we may not know a Ray. Like Rays are less often known. Like who hasn't met a Rebecca or a William?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't think of any that you would put together. Like,
Rebecca Williams, the actress out of Portland?
Rebecca.
No, Rebecca and William, not a Rebecca Williams.
Alright,
Ryan,
yeah.
useless!
Yeah, I'll hand the letter back and be like, well, guess we probably shouldn't ignore it. Alright, be down 5. And slams the door shut, and you hear him grumbling as he gets ready.
Yeah, Roxy just walks over to the van while tweeting on her phone, like, anyone near Tennessee, I'm going to be doing a show there at some point.
How many followers do you have?
I don't know.
Pick
As a
up a lot
player,
of
I
stuff
have
here and
no
there.
clue.
Yeah, if you want to make your are you doing it like a rock star?
Yeah.
You're very
I
good.
imagine they've been chopping up some of the footage Max has been getting into like 20-second Twitch clips or like Twitter clips to.
Oh, by the way,
attract people to
it's
Roxy.
actually it's not 1 mile. It's about a 10-mile radius that's just completely screwed up.
Oh,
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
great.
Generally, how many followers would a 51% star have?
Probably a decent. I mean, like, because you're going to be good enough at kind of pulling people in when you go places. Like getting people follow you on Twitter here and there. I would say several thousand at this point.
Cool.
Tens of thousands, couple tens of thousands.
Yeah, more than enough to start selling stuff on like Etsy or something.
Mhm.
Cool.
Here's
Like
a
my
cup I
shirts.
made from a skull of a cultist.
So yeah, I finished tweeting that. Hold my phone out for the obvious selfie, and then just get in the truck and wait.
Go ahead, make a star roll.
Star roll. Where's the button for that? There. Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, is that good or bad?
Well, it's a failure, and it's a double. And with real doubles, things get a little weird. Okay. Yeah, so match failure, you don't change a conflict, but some other hassle has arisen from your bad luck or foolishness. You're not going to know what that is yet, but you will. Yeah, you kind of get back. You just said doing a show in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Secret one night.
Like,
mobile
we'll keep
location show.
you updated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, you get a lot of people. That's awesome. You get a bunch of likes and stuff, but so far, I mean, I don't know if there's information you're waiting to get back, but yeah, just letting them know you're going to be in Tennessee.
Yeah. We'll keep updated because I've don't know when we're going to get there yet.
Okay.
I imagine that the van is part of my fame. When you see the van, I'm in town, etc. It's the murals on the van and stuff are a Roxy thing.
Yep, they see. Oh, it's Roxy. Is it just
Yep.
like a selfie of you painted or screen printed onto the van?
No. I don't know. It's probably the old classic Hold on, I'll get a picture. I'll find a picture for you guys in a minute while we continue.
Because we're doing the mystery machine, so I don't know if that's what it actually was.
It's kind of like that. It's one of those vans that you can live in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In it's got enough room in the back that you can just sleep in there.
Okay. So yeah, do you guys head out to that general area?
Yep.
Sure.
Sipping on shitty hotel coffee I took left over from last night.
Max is taking a power nap and a bunch of film reels.
I think I maybe get out my coat. What season is it?
We'll go with it. It's getting towards fall, but it might be like it is
Okay.
this year where it's pretty warm.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe I'll lay my coat over Maxwell, but nah, not in this heat. Who's driving? Is it Roxy? Are you the one who drives?
It's Roxy's van. She would totally let you guys drive it anyway. It's probably saying, "Oh, it's your turn to drive this time." So, unless anyone else specifically thinks they're driving, then I guess she would be driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Art doesn't mind driving. I think he this is an old van, beat up clunker sort of van.
Yeah, it's one of those vans that rock groups would keep all their shit in.
Perfect. So it has a cassette
big rock
player.
bands. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think this puts on a cassette of what's a really good generic old dad rock, Guns N' Roses cassette.
Yeah, Kiss, something like that.
yeah, something like that. And is vaguely humming along to it and tapping the steering wheel.
Are you part of the KISS Army? Okay, yeah. So we'll say you probably drive most of the day. Show up in So in that general area, you have got it's Tennessee rather. It's sort of full of really tiny little like non-incorporated townships or unincorporated townships where you just got like a couple houses out in the middle of nowhere. There's a like large kind of floating area. And overall, just a lot of like, kind of just a lot of like big rolling hills, nature, a beautiful part of the country, but really rural. Kind of close to there, like Savannah is probably the biggest, or the nearest sort of big town.
Okay, so we're in like the outskirts of suburban sprawl.
Yeah, and not terribly far from Jackson, Tennessee.
Where going to Jackson?
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Which charge count do I have?
Oh,
do I have the same charge count I had at the end of the last session, or should I get a
we
different
can
number?
do that, or is it our sort of setting? The basic is in minor.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'd like that because I've only got 6 right now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you built up
That's
like
fine.
a significant.
Yeah. I was going to, if we were continuing that, I was going to have him wake up the next morning dressed as essentially Rocky, and then we'll just go from there.
Oh God.
Go with it. It's what he does.
If I have to generate significant charge, you will know.
All right. So I guess we're just gonna try and wander up the road. I guess we can maybe start filling in just the outskirts first.
It's just sort of driving
sure.
driving into the place that's like all screwed up on the maps.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it looks normal, like if like
Yeah.
we're on the west side of the zone and we're looking east and it just looks normal, then yeah.
So you're halfway through the maelstrom of magical energy. Wait, no, no, don't go in there.
Hey, look, a giant magical storm cloud. Okay, we have to drive straight into that, but nobody's saying anything.
I will say one thing you do notice is you start to get towards that area. Some of the road signs seem to be missing. It's either like part of the sign itself is either missing, or there used to be a sign there that parts of it are gone, or there is a section of it that has become unreadable.
Oh.
Either through like something scraped along it, or there was some sort of damage done, but you can't see certain things with some of the signs. And as you reach kind of close to it, there's a decent chance or some of you may have seen on like a late night TV. There was like an old TV show that was like Life After Humans, showing like what's going to happen like this many years after humans are gone, and then this many. Like the roads seem kind of cracked and overgrown. You're seeing just some of the vegetation is starting to intrude. Not like post-apocalyptic levels, but definitely like if kind of you're looking down these roads and it feels like maybe nobody's been down them in a very long time.
Can we like just stay here for 2 weeks? I had this idea for like a mutant post-apocalyptic romance thing, and I'd love to shoot on location.
Roxy would slow down a bit. Like, what can she see in the distance? Like, where they're heading, basically.
Just like at some point, because like there's so many kind of rolling hills and such in this area that it kind of goes up and around, and the forests are pretty thick in that area. And you see just like the road kind of crests a bit of a hill and then seems to turn somewhere deeper into the forest.
Ford or back, boys?
Not much back. I mean, we already went back. I mean, we have what, 10 miles to check? 10 miles to go.
Maxwell, I know what you're going to say, and Roxy would just continue on.
And
A bit slower, a bit more wary, but
yeah, like an occasional car. So you're taking off on Route 128, and the occasional car is going on 15 where we were before, but nothing's turning this way. And as you sort of head down the road a bit, you're passing some houses, and they're like eerily empty. Like there's fields that look like they haven't been mowed in a long time. In one instance, you actually even see there's a lawnmower that's just sitting, rusting in the yard itself. The houses themselves, there's some broken windows here and there, overgrown with weeds. Stuff that's on the porches is also overgrown. Not a sound out here. Like even some of the bird sound and such is gone.
Can't even see no people or anything like that.
Yeah, you're not hearing anything with people, and so you're looking at like a number of the windows are kind of like there's that old abandoned kind of window frame look where like the dust is just sort of caked on it. Some of them are broken. Things have sort of fallen off of some of the porches and such.
Max is like glued to the windows. He's looking for an abandoned swing set with one of the swings on a chain swinging on its own.
And you get to one point where it looks like you can turn if you want to drive past a bunch of the houses, or you can kind of keep going forwards.
So we're looking for a person, right? I mean,
yeah.
If we're looking for a person, maybe we check the houses.
I mean, we're looking for a person. I just realized this is the exact opposite. Max, we just need to pull over and ask any random house because that's immediately going to point us in either one of two directions.
Oh, nope. Nobody here. Thank you, Hal.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
It'll either be, yes, it's the creepy old man on the edge of town, or no, go away, it's we don't like outsiders in this town because of weird cult shit.
Jesus Christ.
In just a moment, I will put a little picture up from... I can't directly paste from Google Earth, unfortunately, because that would be cool.
All right, so I guess we're pulling over.
Yeah, Roxy would stop.
So I'm gonna put here. This is generally this is what it would look like an overhead view if that was working. If you do check things like Google Maps or some of those things, again, this whole area seems to be still glitched, and no matter how many different things you check, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Do we have like a road atlas anywhere?
You could try to. You don't have one with you. You could go someplace to pick one up.
Could I roll on Drifter to have had a road atlas?
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
All right, how do I roll?
Okay, so there's going to be a little white button next to Drifter,
Okay.
and if you click that,
Yep. Shift.
wait, did that not?
You
Yeah,
get
so-
this. Hold on, if you click. The shift is basically like bonus and minus to just.
Yeah, shift
make it
is
blank,
rare.
I
The
think.
shift is actually rarely used.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think I got it.
No, however, do your drift like put a failure check on there.
Oh yeah. 'Cause you're
Okay.
gonna level it up.
Yeah, so like when you fail, it the chance to go up. So this is kind of, if you can see there, the area roughly. You would kind of be right there.
Okay.
Mm.
So this would, if an aerial view could work, this is you're going again. All of this stuff is abandoned, or at least looks abandoned. You're seeing overgrown yards, houses that have not been repaired in a while.
Okay.
See, I think.
Back says Colt.
What?
No, wait, we did Colt last season.
I think Roxy would pull in about there.
Okay.
And then just stop. Like, we're gonna check this out.
But were we all split up and go?
No, we are not splitting up again.
We have to.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Hey, one of us can get killed. Roxy, you're probably safe because the hot chick always makes it to the end.
Unless
Anything
they have
mess-
sex during the film, because people who have sex are guguaranteed to die.
Yes, as
Yeah.
security
Okay.
demand.
Yeah.
I immediately gain a charge
For which?
because I have just had Roxy quote out the idea that the blonde usually survives until the end of the movie.
God damn you. So yeah, before Roxy drives on, she would pull out her phone. She would try to Google if any people had noticed that something's gone wrong with the map, like Google Maps or something.
No, you're kind of trying to put in a couple things, and just nothing seems to be there about it.
Okay.
So these houses, they're like as beat down as the image above the map is shown.
There's what?
Like this image I'm picking, this is what the houses look like.
Yeah, this is basically the area that you're in. I just took straight from Google
Yeah.
Earth and just took a picture. Except it's all overgrown. Like it's very clear that that large lawn area has not actually been mowed in quite some time.
I was talking about like this goal house image.
Oh
No,
no,
it's
not
not
that
that
bad.
bad,
No,
I
that's just
okay,
part of the-
okay.
Yeah, that's
Not
just part
that
of the
bad.
initial background I put on it. It's not anywhere near
So
that bad.
plausibly habitable.
However, they all do have a couple skulls piled. Yeah, no, that's just background image.
Oh, okay. Then
Primarily because it's covering.
yeah,
up
I
the
guess
actual-
Okay.
I'll go up and knock on the door.
Hold on, I'm going to make a tiny little mark on the map. Roxy is going to park there.
Okay.
Basically
Okay.
at the junction.
I put that right there because it's actually blocking the actual picture of the books. So I just got that cool Unknown Army logo out also. Here are the books. Okay, so you're going up and knocking on the door?
Yeah.
All right, so the door itself, as you sort of go up there, there's a couple of the panes on the window are out. You kind of go through, you have just one of the ones nearby, and you kind of knock on it. And again, you're not even hearing birds or insects or anything, which in this area, there's always, this far out in the middle of stuff, there's going to be things.
Yeah, and we're right by a lot of trees.
Mm-hmm.
Have we seen a car coming the opposite way at all recently?
No, since you got onto this road, you've not seen a car, and you're not actually that far away from the main road. Like the main road, there were cars going down, not a ton, but this is not really usually. So the road you were on, like 64, had normal traffic. This one has like absolutely none. You are seeing cars in driveways. You're seeing like at least one garage that's open and has a car in it.
Hmm. So there's no response to knocking on the door.
Yeah, you just kind of knock and there's nothing.
Are the curtains pulled on the windows? Like, can we look in at all?
Yeah, you can look in.
Max has immediately skipped the doorstep and has just gone around to the back to look through the windows.
Okay. Yeah, you actually, so at this point, you do see the first person you've seen out here, but it's Max on the other side looking through. I see someone. What's he look like? He's got a camera. Oh, Max. Yeah, it's like you're looking in, and it's weird because it just looks like people had been here at one point. You've got just a little bit of clutter. You've got some stuff on there. There's like a beer can on the coffee table. There's a cup that's been there for a long time. That's got some mold. It's got a good amount of mold and shit growing out of it.
Oh.
There is. You kind of look back and you can see the kitchen. The kitchen itself has been damaged by the weather. It's got like one of those little like lights, like the light little windows, basically up in the ceiling, a skylight, and that seems to have broken. And there's been water and such that's come through, and so there's like some stuff messed up there, and you can kind of see some damage that happened because of the weather in the area. But beyond that, it kind of looks like if someone was here, they just got up and left and left everything just how it was.
Roxy is going to do what she does best and escalate. She's going to pick up a stone and smash a window with it to create enough noise to see if there's like any response.
Okay.
What the fuck, Maxie?
Again, still no birds,
Nothing.
no animals, no insects, nothing. Like a little bit away, you can kind of hear the droning of cars every once in a while going on the other highway.
No audience here.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
What do we do?
Yeah, no watching.
Yeah.
Like the only time you can tell is when they happen, when Art or Maxwell happens to look your way, but beyond that, like there's no eyes on you anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, I'm thinking maybe we should skip to the next town over.
Okay.
Okay, so are you going further in, or are you going?
Do you see a newspaper inside that house anywhere?
Do you want to go in?
Guess I just want to make sure that this is the newspaper on the desk isn't like 1955 or something.
Good call.
Like to see if people left here in, like, to see if people left in 2017 or
That assumes they get newspapers here.
That's very true.
But plot convenience says they do, so there is one.
Yeah. So do you go in?
Yeah, we're gonna go inside. Roxy, pretty sure that there's no life around. Doesn't do so carefully, so she's just gonna stroll in if she can, and try to look for something with a date on it.
Just in through the front door.
Mhm.
Yeah, it actually opens. Huh.
Cool.
Excuse us, if you're there. Excuse us.
Nobody's here. Really? No. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of go in and you actually see that, like, right inside the door, there's a newspaper that has been, like, obviously just like picked up and brought inside, but hasn't been opened yet. When you check the date, it says August 23rd, 2014.
And it's 2017 now, right? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it could be hoarders.
I
We
don't
both know
think
it.
that's likely.
Did you see?
We both know it's not hoarders, but I had to say it.
Okay, sure, buddy, sure.
3 years.
All
Is
right,
it
so
3
let's
years
get
to the
back on
day?
64.
The what?
Is it 3 years to the day?
No, we'll say it's today. Like the thing's actually happy day, so it's So yeah, September 18th today. So this is just 3 years and a couple weeks ago.
Let's get back to 64. Make sure we're not stuck here.
Yeah, let's go. So we'll scramble back into the van and drive on.
Yeah, go back to 64. Kind of looking, not seeing any traffic. You head back. You head towards Savannah.
How far back was it before we turned onto this intersection?
Honestly, it's what you hit was the first time you had an opportunity to turn right. So it's actually not that far. I mean, you're literally about 1.21 miles.
Yeah, because Roxy would want to go back to the highway to make sure that there are other cars and people that she can see before going back in, like to make sure that they're not trapped or anything.
Yep. Yeah, you go through it as you start kind of driving towards, like say Savannah. You see a few other cars coming your way. You pass the Vulcan Materials Company on the side of the road. All of that seems to be like kind of all there. It's one of the weird things.
So everything seems fine. We can get out of here. Okay, then Roxy turns back around so we can go further in.
All right. Let me think.
Okay.
So yeah, as you go back, essentially as you're kind of driving through, what you're seeing is kind of the same thing. And again, this is in there. Like you find a couple like, little houses sort of nestled off to the side, and basically this thing goes all the way through for a while. It's on a main road. There's a couple roads that go off it, but you're sort of in the middle of the that actually look like they have nothing done with those fields in quite a long time. So as you're kind of driving through, it's the same sort of thing. Each of the houses looks kind of like what you saw earlier. Stuff looks abandoned. Sometimes the garage doors even open, and you can see cars.
I think instead of stopping and then knocking again, unless asked otherwise, she would just slow down, scan the area to see if there's any obvious life at all before driving on to the next place. Like, is there a commercial area nearby at all?
In this area, if you go closer to Savannah, there's like you've definitely seen a couple things just off of the road. Like just off the road, there are some things, but in the areas you're going through, these are almost all small houses.
Okay.
And if you happen to want to see the area you're in, that's it. But yeah, you're going through and you're seeing some houses here and there, sort of loops, and got like a kind of runs around. If you happen to go down it, the same sort of thing. There's little houses sort of off to the side, all of which seem to kind of have the same thing going on. All of it's grown. You're not hearing any animals or anything else. Sort of kind of depends on how far you're going. If you're going all the way out of the zone, or the zone seems to be in, or are you just sort of headed?
Question: are the clouds moving?
Yep.
Okay, so we're not just like stuck in a tie.
Yeah. There's
just some quiet, spooky shit.
Yeah,
all right.
You got the breeze. You got everything else is there. You can look up and check and see, oh, that's fine. Sun's doing its normal thing.
By working out basic like maths and general, just figuring out, would there be we work our way to the epicenter, and is there anything there, like in the middle, like at the center of the fuzz?
Yeah, you get to kind of where the center of it is. It seems to be kind of as you're sort of looking, it seems to be kind of where you are. And it's hard to find the exact one, but you're pretty sure after a bit. It might be roughly where you're at when there's a place where the the road itself, like you get the main road going through, and then there's a road that circles off of it and then comes back.
Mm.
Like that's probably fairly close to it.
Okay.
Well, it has to ask if they know that, you know, this is the mystery town they're looking for, if they might have just Scooby-Dooed themselves into a different mystery town on the way to the first mystery town.
I think. Yeah, Roxy has heard Maxwell say enough things that she has no clue about that that she just kind of blanks it out like and just doesn't respond most of the time.
I was gonna say at this point, if you just end up driving around for a while, like again, lots of roads that kind of go off. All of them seem to be somewhat overgrown. If you end up checking a couple other houses, the ones you find things like newspapers, and again, same kind of thing. Some of them may not have picked up that day's newspaper, so it's like a day before, or so. But if you're sort of checking around, they're all abandoned. Some of them were locked. Some of them were not. But it looks like nobody or nothing has been here. There's some places where you see like food that's out, windows and stuff broken, and it looks like there may have been damage done by the elements, but like no animals have come in to scavenge. You still have trash cans that are by doors that are already open, that are full, and like I said, it's junk. It's just garbage. It's been in there a long time, but nothing seems to have scattered them. I mean, with this much woods around, you would expect animals to come in and start scavenging what they could. That doesn't seem to have happened.
Yeah.
For like 4 out of 6 on the things are probably haunted meter.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that one.
Maxwell, can't you I don't know, can't you, zip the car? So, I can do some basic shit, but with all your camera shit, can't you just, I don't know, make a movie of where we're supposed to go?
You have no idea what kind of movie we're doing right now, are you?
I mean, I have a kind of fucking good idea, but...
I mean, yeah, no, if it's the family-friendly road trip shit, yeah, I could just zoom us to fucking Disney World. But right now, we're in the middle of the investigative horror comedy, and we're right in the middle of the first act where we build up the scene and set the narrative so that we can be chased through the abandoned hallways later. So just take note of which blind corners you want to kind of get ambushed by a guy with an axe with later. And I'm already trying to make note of all the coffee tables you could possibly ineffectively hide under.
So you're not gonna, do some magic to get us to where we need to go, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
Does small town places like this in America have road sign names? I'm looking here, it says Hummingbird Lane on the map. But would it have a little sign saying Hummingbird?
These ones are still visible. It was the ones coming into it that seem to have been destroyed. But inside, you can still see some of the roads. And in fact, are you also checking mailboxes and stuff?
Yeah, basically she just wants to find out the road names, and if she can, the area code or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you stop in at the circle area and you kind of pull out, open up one of the mailboxes, and there's some junk mail in there, and you see that it's Crossroads, Tennessee.
Okay.
Well, at least it matches the note.
First exit northbound off 128, right?
Point where you went to, or
yeah, where we're currently at.
A little further up, actually.
So we're actually in Crossroads.
Well, so that's that sort of circle area that you stopped in. You kind of stopped at the
Oh,
mailbox
yeah,
and pulled it
yeah,
out.
Hmm. Roxy has an idea, but it might take a little while. So Roxy would look at the other two and says, if you guys want to keep investigating, feel free. I'm going to do some stuff. And she pulls out her phone. She hits Twitter and she says, tonight, what time is it right now?
Let's say it's going to be about we'll say 2:00 by the time you've kind of gotten here
Okay,
and searched.
midnight. Yeah, she tweets midnight concert, Crossroads, Tennessee. Be there or be square, etc., etc.
Okay.
And
Maxwell's going to go break
sends
into
out. So go ahead.
Maxwell's going to go break into a gas station for an Atlas. Also because he feels that it would advance the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After a little while, you get like, well, is in what are you two doing while Roxy's advertising a show?
Honestly, yeah, like maybe finding any like non-perishable food in convenience stores. I mean, free food's free food.
Yeah.
And then also, I want to check my phone. What is the date on my phone?
It's today. Like
Go find
Twitter
a-
works. Twitter worked fine.
Go find a really shitty broken down diner.
Yeah. I find a shitty broken down diner and find their like like their canned cherries or something. Like,
I'll say-
dessert, baby.
I love how
looking
Maxwell's
through.
the one with no money, but you're the one scavenging for food.
Yeah, I will say I think there's
Hey, I
houses. There's houses out in this part of the area you're at, but it looks like to get to a diner, you actually have to leave this part of the area that's completely off the grid. You got to go more towards Savannah for that.
That's fair. Well
But
then,
all
if
this
there's
is-
a
all
gas
this is
station.
houses and stuff. There are stations, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, gas station, because gas stations sometimes have like some canned food or whatever. Like, just like, hey, save a little money here, save a little money there, goes a long way. Maybe you
Okay.
can even afford a hotel room next time.
So Roxy, your first tweet back, or first reply. Not coming up on my GPS. Where's this at?
Interesting confirmation. So yeah,
You drive towards Savannah until you hit Silent Hill.
hold on. So where are we on the map? So yeah, like eastbound from Savannah, 128. Sorry, I don't know the terms for the
Yeah,
stuff
just
on
like,
the roads.
if you just say like eastbound from Savannah 128, like
Yeah.
Highway 128 probably.
And on that tweet, I would also put like, is anyone else having trouble with Google Maps?
Yeah, a couple others like, yeah, get some glitches. Nothing. I mean, yeah, that whole area is like screwed up. Can't even find that on Wikipedia.
Hmm. Yeah. Then I guess Ricey would say weird. Anyway, like there's still going to be a concert there tonight. Her plan is to just basically get as many people in here as possible and make a lot of noise and like just generally disturb the peace and just like get other people aware of what the fuck's going on here.
Okay, you get a DM.
Hmm.
Ooh.
From Ray King.
Ooh.
Roxy, this is Ray. Are you in Crossroads?
Yeah.
Do you know what brought it back?
No. Are you near Crossroads?
I'm in Savannah.
How long is the drive, by the way, between Crossroads and Savannah?
A couple minutes.
Couple minutes.
Yeah, you're looking. Like basically, it's outside. It kind of is not huge, but you're looking from like the center of
Okay.
Savannah. Basically, the center of Savannah to the road that you took is less than 5 miles.
Okay. Then, yeah, she would say, name a diner and we'll meet up.
Okay. Gives you the name of a diner, Little Greasy Spoon, that is sort of on the outskirts of Savannah.
Cool. I would shout out and say, we got something, boys.
Is it plot?
Yeah, it's plot.
Hooray!
Oh my god.
I have had enough silent town footage.
I've like opened up a can of like preserved cherries. I'm like, oh man, this will make you feel better. Can't knock a good cherry. Just like,
3 years old.
can't.
Okay, at the gas station too, the little newspaper machine. We open it up, same thing. It's the same date you saw on the other one.
Oh, are there atlases there in a gas station?
Yes.
Yes. Road atlases. Let's try to find a map of the area.
Were you two gonna?
Okay, we'll get the
Yeah.
Grab a few copies. Until maximum.
each one you look, the road atlases, the atlases of Tennessee, or any of them, there is either a stain, a tear, or a printing error every place you get around where
Oh,
you're
that's
at.
dope.
X taken 3 of them anyway.
I take literally all that I can.
Okay.
They're actually taking them just because they make good props for later.
I'm taking it because they make a drifter magic.
So, do you guys get back in the car then?
Mhm.
All right, then we head to the diner.
Okay. Head in, and it's like you kind of go in. It's one of those ones where you see like there's like 2 cops sitting, talking, like sitting in the thing, eating some pie, talking to the waitress, flirting with someone who's probably about half their age. As they come through, and then sort of in a back booth, this kid stands up, maybe mid-20s, just Roxy, and like runs towards you. And it's very clear going to give you a hug.
Roxy would accept the hug, but like not reciprocate just yet.
Okay. And then goes straight from you to like Maxwell, and then to Art. Max, Art.
Max has decided to just wholly lean into whatever is going on here.
Do I know you, kid?
Hooray!
And his face kind of falls when. Do you not?
Okay, let's sit down.
You don't remember? I thought you'd remember. You mentioned Crossroads. I thought you'd remember.
Let's sit down.
Let me
There's
buy
a
you
lot
some
of
pie.
information. Yeah.
Okay, so the sort of moment where just the sort of weirdness passes, and then kind of all 3 of you, I mean, sort of a bit separately, there's a moment where you're like, and you see yourself, you're with Ray, and he like looks like he's in shock, and he's holding like a 6-year-old kid, who part of the kid's head's been blown off, and he's in tears. He looks up, and it's like, oh, she did it. Holy fuck. But it's done to her. And then you kind of pop back to yourself.
Holy shit.
And it's at that moment, like, you're like, that's something you've seen before, but it was so fucking weird because it's just never happened. If you have you'll end up making 2 checks. This is both unnatural and self. So essentially, if your unnatural is 4 or more, you don't have to worry about it because it's a rank 4 check. If your self is, gotta move that. I must have put it on the map later. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And your self check. A self check of 3.
Okay. I'm still trying to
Roxy's
figure
fine for both of those.
Yeah, I think I'm actually fine for both of them too, if I'm understanding correctly.
You count the black dot at the
Yep.
end as one of them, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then I'm at 4 at each.
Okay.
Okay, because Max has 4 in a natural and none in self.
Okay, so you're making a self check. So the self check is basically it's the unnatural, is what you're rolling. That's the thing that the notice is what lets you defend against self.
Notice against self?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just there's a moment, and there's just a. So go ahead and put a hardened check in stealth, or self.
No idea how to mark that as.
You just click on it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a moment you're like, you kind of get your breath to you, and he's like Ray's looking at all 3 of you for moments. Like, we should kind of come back to the booth.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
He sits down. He's like, "Do you remember anything?"
Think I remember a little bit of bad shit.
It's a lot of bad shit.
I think like I give him like a gentle like squeeze on his shoulder.
I guess. How did you get here if you don't remember any of it?
Roxy would show the letter.
He kind of looks at the blood stain. It's like, oh, fuck. Did William bring this to you?
No. Someone else brought it to us.
Is William?
No clue.
Okay. Yeah, William. After all of that, William left. Ended up going to New York. He'd never been up there before, but just wanted to get the hell out as far away as he could. What do you remember? It'll help.
I mean, you sure you want that?
I haven't, as far as I'm aware, I haven't forgotten any of it.
Then yeah, Roxy would explain the bit that we just saw. Them holding the 6-year-old with like a gunshot. It was a gunshot wound or something like that. Yeah.
It's the head of a 6-year-old.
Yeah, it was Thomas. That was Rebecca's brother. She said she had to build a charge and did Russian roulette. Her brother lost.
Wait, charge?
Yeah, she's like you. I mean, she's different. I mean, she's she used to always cut her hands and stuff. She'd be like flipping
Risky.
like flipping knives and stuff. I mean, basically, whenever she did something risky, like she could sometimes make things happen.
So she must have been
Oh.
pulling off something big then.
This is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
What was she trying to do?
It doesn't matter.
Well,
Probably just trying to build a bigger one.
I mean, her mother had been really sick, and there'd been a lot of people there who were sick and dying in this area. I mean, the level of cancer that was seen around here, like we're talking nuclear power plant levels of cancer happening. And she said she talked to a demon, and the demon told her what to do, and she just needed to have more power to do it.
You know of anybody nearby poker games, death races, and/or things that involve large amounts of knives?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
You know if any nearby poker games or death races or things that involve large amounts of knives?
He goes, Rebecca died, and after it happened, she was still there, but she put a gun to her own head and put a bullet in and fired it.
I mean,
She killed herself.
it's hard to say, but literally when you deal with demons, the odds that you stay dead are pretty low.
His eyes kind of go wide.
Probably.
It's-
I mean, it makes
Holy
sense.
Wait, it makes it. Is it true or not?
Lots of things are true.
Roxy just like sort of like puts a hand on Maxwell's hand and is just like, just ignore him for now. Are you suggesting that it was the demon that sent Crossroads away?
I mean, I don't know exactly what she did when she had it. I mean, we were trying to stop the ritual she was doing, but she. I mean, I remember I found Tommy. I was terrified when I saw it happen, and then she went crazy when he died, and she locked herself in and started finishing whatever she had started. It was something else. I mean, you don't remember Tangragor?
Nope.
No.
Some sort of spirit, a thing that was poisoning and killing people.
Is that the cancer?
I mean, as far as we could tell, that was the thing that was causing it. And part of what she was trying to do was not just kill it, but make it so it never happened.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh.
And now
She
someone else
wanted
is
her
trying to
mother
do
back.
the same?
No. You don't get it. It already happened. We already did it.
You know, Jason. I mean, Jason.
It unhappened.
When you
And now
when Jason was here, oh sorry.
that was just Max raving about unhappening.
All right,
So like you know,
everybody, take it easy.
Jason was a friend of ours, and when you guys met us and all this stuff was happening, because of just the huge amount of people that were sick. I mean, Jason, after Rebecca killed herself, just was never quite the same. And like we remembered Crossroads, no one else did. Like every once in a while, someone might come by looking for it. I mean, really weird people, like kind of terrifying people, would come and look for it. But like beyond that, you ask anybody. Like I've been able to find a map that has it on it. Nobody they forgot that it was there. You bring it up, and most people just look at you blankly, like they didn't even hear you. But Jason said he thinks he figured out how to undo it.
What's to undo and undo?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think, I mean, he's not like Rebecca. He's not like you. He's not like. He found something, and he says he's got contact with something that can help. And I tried to stop him.
You really shouldn't be playing with it.
I mean, Davis Island, he said it needs to happen at Davis Island, but I don't know what or where or how. And Jason's out of contact now.
So you and him are the only ones who remember.
No, and there was William. I mean, there might be a few others, but
What? Okay.
I stopped asking after a bit.
What? You must have something in common then. If we can figure that out, maybe we can get a line on him. Any sort of information we could use.
Roxy, give me a notice roll.
Do. My notice is not very good. $100.
Oh,
In this
How
game, that's
fucked
Yeah.
really
am I?
bad, right?
How fucked
yeah,
am I?
that's sort of the fumble. So you're sitting there, and like as this is going, I'm gonna say you even almost like normally you're kind of engrossed enough in this that you're not even noticing eyes are on you until there's one of the cops is standing, like kind of like right over the table, and one of them he's got a phone in his hand and he looks from it to you and back. Goes you Roxy Oz music. And kind of holds a thing, and your tweet about Crossroads is on there.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I got I'm a sheriff wants to ask you a question. He's on his way here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a permit for this place?
Oh, I was just in the midst of getting one. I was a bit preemptive with my tweet, but I was going to ensure I had all the paperwork by midnight.
Well, if you just wait here a minute, we'll just kind of keep an eye. This isn't an arrest or anything, but he says he needs a couple words with you.
All right.
Okay, and then Ray's just like, yeah, sure. Sheriff Huntley? He goes, yeah. Huh. Yeah. Do y'all just wait, or?
Roxy would like act as though the police weren't there when asking a few other questions, like
Okay.
where was, I'm terrible with names, so I've already forgotten half of them, the woman who did the ritual.
Rebecca.
Where did she do the ritual?
She did it at her home in Crossroads.
In Crossroads. Which one? And so we can note it down and go look.
Yeah, he gives an address. Yeah, it's here, and he kind of explains it. It's one of the houses you would buy in that sort of circle area. Because here's the thing: everybody in that area, except for us, just disappeared off the face of the earth, and like nobody remembers them. Like if you try to bring them up, people get really cagey if they happen to know some people that were there. I mean, it's fucking weird.
And it was William, right, who tried to put it back?
No, William left. William fled. Jason's the one trying to make it happen.
Jason. Can you mark off on the map where he was going and where he said?
The problem with the map is that they're all glitched. You can't actually see anything on them. He goes, I mean, I could take you to Davis Island. I know where that is. But he goes, good luck finding a map that'll let me show you where it is.
Okay.
We have him draw out like a really basic map using like the parts of the road atlas that aren't the Terra parts.
Yeah, he does like a really kind of basic, and there's like Davis Island is actually part of the river that's north of where you're at, and it's sort of it's basically it's close to like the edge of where the glitch is. Yeah, he kind of puts like you put some mark roughly like you go up this road for a bit, because you hit and again it's a circle area. And he goes, here, this is Crossroads, this is where our house was. And he started doing that.
And,
okay.
You feel eyes on you again. As you look up, and the sheriff comes in. Sheriff's in maybe early 40s. Looks a little kind of pale and drawn as he comes in. I understand you're looking for Crossroads.
We are, yes.
Huh. So here's the thing, and he pulls a chair and sort of sits in it from you. Someone sent that tweet about you performing out there, and I don't got anything that says you're able to.
I think I actually have an identity that might let me bullshit this.
Oh God.
Could I use filmmaker for the basically organizing extras and getting a scene? That's being able to film and perform in locations people don't want you to is kind of is something.
It's what you've done.
Yeah, it's totally within the domain.
And yeah, Art, also go ahead and make me a notice roll.
Notice.
Get another 100.
Oof, okay. Okay, so how are you trying to bullshit? What does that
basically, I put myself up as her pseudo manager and say that the expedited one-night process actually isn't as complicated as anybody thinks it is. The one-day paperwork in this county is actually a lot stronger than the 6-day, and we can easily fill it out within, the 40 minutes if you'll be willing to take us back to the office and help me draw up the forms.
Make it roll.
I don't know actually where that button is because this sheet's still really messed up. There.
What's funny is some of them, I have to double check, because some of them actually seem to have, I don't know if whoever did it updated it and fixed it.
I don't know, when it's not,
or it might just be I have it in Chrome.
I've got it open in Chrome too, and if the text box is the size of the whole screen, they clip into each other, and if it's half size, it all clips into each other. It's just there's not a.
Well, I don't know what happened, but
what happened?
The way I have it, everything is crystal clear.
Weird.
It didn't used to be. It used to be all kinds of screwed up.
Mine's
and hard to find, but
yeah, mine's still a bit screwed up. Anyway, filmmaker. I don't have a good score in this.
Oh, so close.
Oh.
No, wait, but
Can you flip?
Does it go with one of your?
I could flip it with noble passion to entertain the world. The end goal result of this is to have a concert performance put out.
Yeah,
Either that or rage. Yeah, either that or rage because bureaucrats are uncooperative asshats.
Yeah, I think either one of those is fine. I would choose which one you want to do. And
We'll flip it with noble because
he kind of looks at you. It's like, I haven't done much with the paperwork, and I guess but here's what I know. People who go to that place or come looking for it, bad things tend to happen. And Art, at this point, Ray kind of taps your shoulder, or probably your elbow, and points at Art, and Art keeps rubbing something on his left finger, or on his left hand, on his ring finger. There's nothing there, but he keeps his hand almost keeps going to fiddle there.
Wait, who's doing this?
The sheriff.
The sheriff.
Aww.
And Ray kind of points it out, and so as he's sitting there, he's going to but there's just nothing on his finger.
Mm.
I know people who go there and try to look at Crossroads, bad things happen there. The people who come with them ain't good people. So I want to know, one, why the hell you chose that place?
Part of the Jinx tour. We have haunted locations across the U.S. It's a big thing. We're working on it.
It's
showbiz.
I don't even know where Crossroads is. All I know is bad shit happens and people come here asking about it. And it's
Roxy would. Oh my god.
And he started there's just this weirdness as he almost rocks forward a little bit, and it looks similar to similar a little bit to the same reaction you might have had with the flashback, but not quite strong.
Yeah, Roxy would just say, okay, look, we'd heard about Crossroads being all sorts of messed up, and we know people from Crossroads, nods towards Ray, and I'm actually quite big on the internet, and I was hoping that me talking about Crossroads would bring out some information about it.
I may not be able to stop you, but I'm walking. Right. And then one of the other guys Sheriff, you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Stands up, it's we'll be keeping an eye on you. He storms out. One of the other deputies kind of comes up to talk to him, and you see him just sort of shoulder past him and then out into the parking lot. You kind of go see him. When he gets his car, he kind of puts his hands on both of it and just takes a deep breath. It takes a second to steady himself.
So I'd like to make a pitch for a ritual. The components being my cup of coffee, the feeling of the sheriff rubbing where his wedding ring used to be, presumably wedding ring.
Ladies.
hunt. Oh man. I was doing so well into collective unconscious. Let's see. I think reciting a Shakespeare sonnet over my cup of coffee, and I'm trying to divine the location of the person whose ring who the ring is connected to.
I love the idea of you just taking your phone, Shakespeare sonnet, setting it down.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Like, he doesn't have it memorized. He just knows with the sappy love poem.
Yep. Yeah, I would say yes. Yeah, so if you kind of go and do this, go ahead and make the one that it's gutter magic.
Your magic.
Oh my god.
Max is kind of staring at him wall-eyed.
Yeah, this is sort of like if you know. What's that game? The one that's like Twin Peaks. Deadly Premonition. I'm reading my coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, I have it, but I need to play it. I keep forgetting.
Ah, come on!
I keep forgetting that's one.
A ghost appears out of the coffee.
So I've already marked a failure on
Yeah.
Drifter.
Okay. Yeah, so in this case, yeah. You're lucky, though, if it's doubles. Doubles are either super good if they're below what you roll or really bad if they're not.
Really, man.
Well, I'm
Like
glad for
the
normal
The
failures.
100 you got earlier was...
A critical fail, right?
No, that was that or you got not the 100. You got the doubles that failed earlier.
Oh
by
yeah.
trying to channel the star. For me, I was like, yeah, that means it's like the sheriff is going to find out about you coming into town.
Ah, cool.
So yeah, it'll reach him. Yeah, so you're sitting there and you're just like, and you're waiting.
Yeah, like I'm expecting an image to appear in the coffee.
And like nothing's happening. Yeah.
Okay, I push the coffee cup like away from everyone, and wag my finger. Don't drink that.
Yeah.
Maxwell's immediately contemplating.
I slap his wrist.
No, seriously, the first time he looks away, Maxwell has to down the entire cup of coffee.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Literally has to.
Are you trying to get a charge or something?
I'm trying not
Read the
to
old
lose
man's
charges.
warning.
I'm trying not to lose charges. You looking directly someone in the eye and saying, "Don't drink that." The cliche is the second you look away, they
I
do.
didn't even realize it. Fuck.
By the way, I had a thing like that. I was with some friends after a comedy show, and I was talking to these two girls I know, and the creepy dude was there. Thought knew them, and he leaves. At one point, one of them she just goes, "I think he put something in my drink." And because I was drunk and as a dude, I don't ever think about it. I'm like, "Oh no, he didn't." That's ridiculous. I took it and I took a drink. I said they're both staring at me in horror, and I set it back down. And I just went, "That was stupid."
Yeah.
That
Holy
was
shit.
stupid. What I just did, so the eyes were wide. I ended up being fine. But I'm like, at first, if he roofied me, he better have me where he wants me, because I don't think he's going to move me.
Oh my god.
It's just, as a guy, I was just
shit.
never think about it. It's like, oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know people have gotten roofied. You do not want to fucking mess.
Yeah, I
No,
know a couple
man.
too, but I just wasn't thinking in that thing, and I was just,
Yeah.
that was
It happens.
a dumb thing.
So, yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
when Maxwell fucking chugs the coffee, I just look at him in the eye. I'm like, did I fucking stutter?
I had to.
Well, if you get any sort of weird memories that don't belong to you or whatever, just ignore them. It happens sometimes when you get a bad one.
I usually do.
Roxy would sigh and rub her temples a little bit like fucking cups. Right.
Yeah, maybe you should call off your followers or something. We don't want them all trapped in the time undone town.
She looks at you like you slapped her in the face.
No, I'm not saying you don't have to do a show. Just do the show off of 64 or something. You don't want a horde of people in a cursed town. I mean, like, and like looks to Ray for backup, like nudging his head towards Roxy.
Anyway, we got a hard deadline now because now we have to solve most of this so that the finale takes place during the concert.
The concert is not going to be in Crossroads.
We can't stop it at this point.
Yeah, you can stop some of them.
Roxy would look at Ray, who I assume is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you got the right crew together, Ray. Good job.
Are there any good places to have a concert around here that aren't in Crossroads?
Yeah, you got a couple, but just names off a few bars not too far away.
Just readjust it to some bar or something, and then we can always stage a second, like, secret intro concert in a field somewhere while the axe murderer's after us.
Yeah, Roxy would begrudgingly pull out her phone. Would there be like one of the bars like numbers on the like the internet equivalent of like the Yellow Pages?
Yeah.
Basically, call one to arrange like for a concert.
Yeah, I would say it's not too hard. You kind of go through, like, you got a place that doesn't usually have live music, but it kind of be good. They look at your Twitter account, and they're probably like, well, shit, we'll see if we get enough people in. Talk to guys like, yeah, this is Jay. Yeah, we can probably get you set up. We got nothing going on tonight. We had a band actually canceled on us a little bit ago.
Cool. Roxy.
If you're up for it,
Sorry, go ahead.
We'll throw it up on Facebook or something if you're up for it.
Cool. Roxy would then retweet or tweet and say, because the Crossroads map thing's really weird, we're having it at this place in Savannah.
Okay.
Then she'll put down her phone, like, let out a sigh because that actually hurt. And then say, we have two places we can try. We can either go to the place where the ritual was made, or we can go to Hill, whatever it was. Which is your vote?
I mean, Ray, didn't you say Davy's Island holds a secret? I mean,
I'm gonna refill my drink over here.
No worries.
I'll take that offer too.
Same.
I should probably ask, how old are Roxy and Maxwell?
Maxwell's like a young 20-something.
Perfect. That's what I had in mind, to be honest.
And back. And back.
Cool.
And I'm back.
All right.
I think that's everyone.
Do we have everybody?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Do we have Orin?
You just said something a few minutes ago, but I guess he got up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something in the background of somebody's. Oh, a lot of people with birthdays today.
Well, Oren's been taken by the Crossroads, which nothing we can do.
Dude! He was so tired.
Up, yeah. I'm really liking this system so far. It's really intriguing.
Yeah.
Cool thing is, it's super simple. I think the magic and stuff in it is cool as hell.
Yeah, I like that. It lets you be really fuzzy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, and I realized I did this both with the gutter magic here, and we did the same thing in the last session. Technically, the gutter magic is actually not quite like that level of stuff. But I guess we basically see like you could form a bond to see if there was something there between. But it wouldn't be. It's not usually like a ritual. It's usually it gives small bonuses here and there to help, like usually once.
Yeah. I guess I was trying to maybe form a bond with whoever would have appeared, and then like follow that bond to find them.
Yeah, and then there's like rituals which are hard to find, and then have like one of the things it says is like apparently no new rituals are ever created. But also the mythology of unknown armies is fucking awesome. There's even a group.
Nuts.
Yeah, there's a cabal that's whole thing is they work at McDonald's, and they have adepts who drop what they call a special order every once in a while. Essentially, like a packet of magic. When people eat the food, will cause weird things to happen, and their part of their belief was by putting the stuff out there and making magic a little more a part of people's lives, it'll create good.
Amazing.
And it seems like they had this whole year 2000. Like they may actually have stopped the year 2000 from fucking.
They stopped Y2K.
Yeah, and it looks like because like part of the thing was probably other people were expecting things to go really bad, and they did something.
McDonald's did something
do
good.
That.
That's so good.
Well, McDonald's just this group of people that includes some adepts who just happen to be working through there. It's just this reading through it. It's just nuts.
That's hilarious. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking through the books. Looks for how simple it's been so far. It's a big book.
Yeah.
Well, most of that book is not. I mean, the rule stuff is really not that complicated. Like book 1, for example, a good chunk of this is
Yeah, it's
adepts
like a page
and
per
avatars.
avatar and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like each one has a couple pages. Like the actual rules are super simple.
It's like performing a lot of examples.
And well, it's a lot of it. Just also like here's what all these things are, because like the actual one of the cool things is it comes in a 3-book set. The 3rd book is literally like it's like an encyclopedia,
Huh.
and each one is just weird shit. Like this one, on the right-hand page, Data Freedom Foundation, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on that. Then
Death cars.
Yep. You ever driven a house and seen an old car up on blocks, maybe an old driveway with a rainbow pool of oil underneath it, maybe out back in the tall weeds? Ever wonder how they got that way? Well, sometimes people just work on their cars incessantly, get 2 of the same kind and part 1 in the cruddier, or maybe a carefully prepared defensive artifact. It may be they're trapped ghosts.
Okay. Awesome.
And then it's got a bunch of stuff on what people have used that for.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it just you can flip to a random page and go, "Oh, here's an idea." I said the two novels. I really dug the first one.
I just
liking the
realized
second
you guys
one
might have been here the whole time, and I just accidentally muted everything.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah, we were waiting, we were waiting for you.
Maybe you walked away.
I was waiting for you guys. I think I just accidentally killed my volume. I was just sitting here waiting for you guys to come back.
Aww.
Aw. Where is everybody? Okay. So in this case, what do you do?
Well, I gotta order something esoteric off the menu so I can write a story about this place. Gotta make that money.
Yeah, they got when you ask things, specialty is we'll go stereotype. We'll go grits.
All right, hit me with it.
Okay. It's not bad when you get it. It's actually like, I mean, it's like home cooking. I mean, this is home cooking.
Yeah, I
It's
think I'm already like drafting idea about this like very nice home cooking place right off the highway, close enough to Savannah. That's not too hard to get to, but far enough away they don't have to have the noise of the city. I can work with this. Yeah, I less review food and more write stories about the food. That's what a good critic does.
Oh my god.
Hey kid, I've been doing this a while. I know what sells.
I'm going to tell you the story of this cheeseburger.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive out to Moonshine, Illinois. Town with 2 people in it that has like world famous hamburgers.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Mwah. Delicioso. Thank you.
Yeah, so Ray at this point is just like, kind of looks, he's like, that was weird. With the
Go ahead.
there's no with the sheriff and the. I mean, he was married, but I didn't hear about a divorce or anything.
I mean, I tried to get a read on whoever had the other ring. Didn't really work.
Maybe she was in Crossroads when it happened.
Maybe. You said you could take us to the place where Jason was?
I mean, I go to the place, I mean, Davis Island, where he's talking he has to do it, or I don't know where he's at right now.
I say we wait for him at Davis Island. I mean, if he's gotta go there, we can just stop him before he does it.
Or we could use this thing called mobile phones. Do you have his number?
Yeah. Because I tried to call, but he hasn't gotten a hold of me.
What's his number? I'll try and phone him.
Yeah, it gives you the number.
I ring it.
Rings a couple times. Hey, this is Jason. Leave one.
Roxy would totally be like, hey, Jason, it's Roxy. We have a lot to talk about. And then, like, hang up. But, like, a clear emphasis on it's Roxy. Like, you know, obviously know who I am. Right.
You get a text back
saying
after just a little bit. You shouldn't be here, Roxy.
Text back. We got a letter saying otherwise. I just realised, while typing this, Roxy just looks up and just says, Who the fuck sends letters anymore? And then goes back to her phone texting.
Yeah, I mean, you have our
Well,
your friends. You have our numbers, right?
Well, Ray just goes like, I got his address, but I didn't have a phone number for him, and he wasn't answering anything or text. I think he blocked everyone from here. And I talked to his mom and got an address. That's the only thing I knew how to do.
So
And then
Ray, you're around here. You're from here, right? You're from Crossroads.
well, I'm from Savannah, but yeah.
Just trying to figure out why some of you remember and not. I feel like that might be.
We were there when whatever she did happened.
Oh well, that'll
I
do
don't
it.
know why you don't remember.
It beats me. How long ago was this again? Oh, 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. He tells the date. He goes, yeah, that was August 23rd, 2014. Yeah, Roxy, you get another text. I've almost got it taken care of. Everything will be back to normal.
Are you sure about that? The last ritual that was said would fix it fucked a lot of stuff up.
Text back. She knows what went wrong.
I mean, how much are we going to try to take back?
Wait.
Who's
She
she?
knows what went wrong.
I thought the she was dead.
Well,
You mean insert name of lady here?
Yeah.
Rebecca?
Question mark.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I thought she was dead.
Well,
Yeah,
you were the
I
one who said that she probably wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
uh,
Question is how he thinks that.
wait. Is Rebecca alive? Question mark.
Last I
No.
heard of her, she put a gun to her head and killed herself.
Because no, but she's still here.
Who killed themselves?
Roxy, because she's totally fucking Roxy, would send a little ghost emoji with a question mark next to it.
Yeah, you get a smiley back.
Oh, great. Last time we dealt with a ghost, it did not go well.
It went fine.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know how badly it went.
I mean, it was after he tried to get inside the mirror with the ghost. That's when things went bad. But everything else went fine. We just kind of set the hotel room on fire.
When are you going to head to the hill?
And you're kind of waiting, and you're not getting an answer.
So no answer.
You're not getting an answer.
Shit. Anyone else want to try this guy?
Don't know if. Oh, hey, it's your other friend that was with you when the horrible ritual happened. Definitely just a coincidence. Why don't we talk?
I gotta ask Ray this again because I'm kind of confused as to what's happening. So Ray's pretty sure Rebecca is dead, but we texted his other friend, and Rebecca's now texting us, which means she's not dead, or maybe not. I've lost the thread of this.
And he just goes, I don't think Rebecca's. I mean, Jason's texting.
Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. Have him come to the diner. We'll have a nice family discussion.
What do you mean? If we can get him from getting to where he needs to go, it's probably better than meeting him there. But if we don't know where he is, I don't see what other choice we have.
Just real quick. I will say Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think with this, you feel eyes on you. It's like,
Cool.
and a lot of kind of emotion coming from. You look, and the two cops who have been sitting at it suddenly, there's this moment they're kind of staring down there, and you see that just like the breathing has gone a little rough with both of them. As they stand up, one of them looks like really kind of angrily whispers to the other one.
Guys, if we have to run, let me go first, okay?
Why should I go first? So I can live. It's my van.
Maxwell's going to purchase a banana from the diner if they have any.
Oh,
Is that-
fuck it. Yeah, there's we'll say someone ordered a banana cane or something.
Banana split.
Or there's one at the table that just left.
Yeah, I just need a whole banana.
Okay.
And they start to walk over.
Getting ready for it. They
they
do not
look
look happy.
pissed.
Yeah. We may have pissed off a ghost. I just
We visit.
smile and say, officers, is something else wrong?
Kind of look at you and it's like, y'all need to get the fuck out of this town. I don't know what you did to the sheriff. People like you come in here. This is not for people like you.
That's a cliche, right?
Oh,
Like here's the thing. Like technically yes, but Maxwell did nothing to incite that happening.
Okay.
It's not just enough to witness it.
Yeah.
As in like Maxwell actively has to play a hand in it,
Okay.
or else it doesn't work.
Because that was a beaut. Well, you heard the nice gentleman. Let's go.
Yep.
Is the sheriff still outside, like leaving us?
No, he's driven off. One of them looks like a lot more pissed than the other one. The other guy's actually kind of holding a little bit. He's doing that thing where he's almost like alpha mailing his being close to it. So as you're trying to get out, you have to almost brush against him.
I think
From one side of the booth, he's just staring down. You see, he's sort of shaking like you had just insulted his girlfriend in front of a bunch of his friends or something. Like it's like I would say, Roxy, you've been in enough clubs that you've seen. This is what a drunk guy looks like when he's about to. He's like spoiling for a fight.
Yeah, and I have to please the crowd that's right in front of me, and I'm leaving.
I think I like hand him the other half of my banana split, and I'm just like, listen, I don't know what crazy shit's going on here either. We're gonna leave, but just take care of yourself. We're all gonna be okay. I'd like to roll like therapeutic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Roll your food critic thing there.
Will I roll?
Well, you get experience.
All right, his aggression. Yeah, mark that failure. His aggression's been pushed quite a bit. So as he does it, he just pushes you kind of hard, not enough to like knock it. He goes, "The fuck kind of shit you saying to me?" And his partner's like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
I ain't saying nothing. I'm heading out. Y'all have a good day.
No, you should get back here.
You're sending me mixed messages. I like look to his partner and I'm like gesture out the door, like, can I go?
And his so he and literally goes to throw a punch at you. And his partner actually let's see what his partner's response is. His partner actually kind of like it's knocked a little bit out of the way, but he misses with that punch. Fuck's your problem?
Someone has taken the spotlight. Roxy has to do something. I think Would she escalate? I think she would. I think Roxy gets out her phone. No, that's a terrible idea. Yeah, she would just go over and try to get in the way and say, look, what the fuck's your problem? Like, do you know who I fucking am? Like,
This is a terrible idea, but Max literally can't stop her.
look, we said we were gonna go. You just need to let us go. Like, what are you gonna do to let us do that?
Yeah, it is. As are you making a roll to try to use your star to sort of stop him, or at least make a? Because I know with you pass over your second trauma with the web of regard. Oh, that's for yourself.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, personal psychic trauma. Yeah, you actually. I mean, that's if you perform. But
What's this?
I was looking at your.
Oh
51
yeah.
to
See if
70.
I perform. Yeah. Come on. Yes.
Nice.
He kind of stops and he's there for a moment. She said you didn't help the first time. What the fuck you think you're gonna do now?
Oh shit.
We're gonna do nothing. Sorry to bother you. And I like put my hands on Roxy's shoulders and like try to pull her back.
Do you mean Rebecca? Like Roxy like shrugs off and literally just says,
And
you
he
mean
kind of comes back a little bit and holds his head. And at this point, you notice the gun is now in his hand.
"Oh shit."
Yeah, and his partner is literally like, Joe, put it down.
At
Joe,
this point, Max, who's been kind of really quiet, he's been sliding along the back of the angry man with the gun, and he's going to slap a white handkerchief over his face and just kind of hold it there for several seconds.
Make your roll.
Actually, I don't think there is a roll for that one.
Oh, for the Cinemaster or for the
Yeah,
what's that one actually called? Is it chlor?
does this smell like chloroform? Yeah, I just have to
chloroform to you?
I have to burn 2 charges, and then he just drops 5
Okay.
minutes. Just drops for 5 minutes.
So funny.
Wow.
And there's a moment and then just
Yeah.
kind of collapses.
Yeah, he's asleep, so anything that would rouse a person from sleep will wake him up.
Yeah, and then his partner kind of looks down. I'm going to say that the partner, I'm going to go probably 50-50 chance of what the fuck do you do to my friend, or you need to get out of here because I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah, he just kind of looks at you and just goes, I don't know what any of that was, but I suggest you get out of here before something else happens.
I agree. Let's go.
Yeah, Roxy
Okay,
seeing
you're-
a gun, like, she does not. She has like 2 foul ticks next to violence. She's out.
Yep.
So I have a question.
Can I call?
Like,
Or, go ahead.
does just witnessing something like this increase a tick if I have like no ticks on violence yet, or is it only mechanical things that cause you to shift?
No, it
I
also
don't even think this is violent.
I'm going to just double check the violence stuff real quick.
Like,
You haven't
he
actually
was
been
concerned.
It's intimidation, but you haven't actually been like attacked with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
if they actually had hit somebody or something, then yes, that would
Okay.
and it's not even necessarily helplessness. Yeah, so it's not even exactly helplessness, but it's just more like
Okay. So nothing to create a mechanical change in those stats.
Yeah.
Could I call the cliche of stonewalling magical effects? Like when a normal person sees something that he literally can't explain, he just kind of
Yeah.
goes,
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
you
just-
can.
go.
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay. So Max kind of puts his handkerchief back in his big ratty ass jacket.
That was good, kid.
I got the timing wrong.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but I kind of like that timing. Better before the gun goes off.
Would have been better after he cocked it, but before he pulled the trigger. Build the tension.
You're stupid. Thank you. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So I think Ray is sort of heading out, like running like towards his car. Should we go someplace in particular?
Ray, no, not Ray. Fucking Roxy, taking a few deep breaths because just seeing that gun really upset her quite a bit. She would turn that into anger a little bit, pull out her phone, message Jason, and say, "Look, either you can meet with us and make this easy so we can discuss what the fuck's going on, or we're going to camp out the hill for fucking days on end until we finally come face to face."
He goes, so it's a little bit like you're probably. I don't know if you are following, or are you leaving the parking lot yet?
Yeah.
Roxy gets in the van.
Okay. So yeah, Ray is going to follow. He says, "I'll follow you guys. You can come to my place if you want to get out of this for a minute."
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Okay, sure. You're on your way there, and I say, but it takes a little bit. By the time you finally get to Ray's, which isn't terribly far away, kind of get into his apartment, which is pretty standard small apartment. You kind of get in, and then you get I'll FaceTime with you.
That's good enough, I guess, for now. FaceTime.
Okay, so you set it up. Ray is like there's a wall behind him. The part where he seems to be is fairly featureless. Hands are free, so he's got his phone on something. He looks. He's like, Roxy, Maxwell, Art,
Yes.
looking good, I guess. What do you want?
A better picture of what the fuck's going on. You say you're gonna fix it. What do you mean by fix?
Rebecca died, but she's still here. I mean, she's like you and Maxwell. There's more to her than just like us. You can't just kill something like that.
Maxwell's like arm pumping in the background because he's got this one right again.
She knows what she did wrong. She said that the Russian roulette to get a major charge killed her brother.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And she tried to undo it. And she was so angry when she tried to undo it. And like, you can't undo the thing that made it happen. And she was trying to take care of the demon or whatever was here, and she rewrote the whole town. But
how'd you get a major? Like, Max is super interested in this idea.
no, for the Anthropomancers, Russian roulette was someone you love.
Damn.
Like if you hold like, and actually the first book, Godwalker, there's at one point where two people, this like ex-husband and wife, put their heads together and put the gun up to the head to create a major charge. Yeah, it just goes, and it killed her brother. But you know, she knows how to undo it now.
Does it involve more demons?
Just Rebecca. And she said that she knows what to do, but she needs me to do it.
Yeah, that sounds a little sketchy, don't you think?
More magic
Can we
is
get
better.
details?
More Mancer.
So like so I started like after all of you left and everyone else had forgotten. I started looking into, all sorts of things, Ouija boards, and like it started to work. You know how the Ouija board stuff is usually vague as hell. She was giving me good information. It was going through. It was moving without me even touching it. After a bit, and then I found a ritual that lets you actually contact and talk to the dead in a mirror.
I think
Maxwell-
Art Side. Oh, go ahead.
Maxwell just kind of looks to the side. He's like, okay, yeah, we know that one.
Yeah, I think Art Size is like, buddy, that might not be her. It might look like her, it might sound like her, but it might not be her. Don't trust her. Come on, we can all get together and talk about this. We're not trying to fight. We all want the same thing. We just don't want anyone making a rash move.
Listen, the amount of stuff we've seen. Ray got a hold of me. They've been trying to get a hold of me. I'm assuming. Did you see him? Is he with you?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, the amount of stuff that we've seen that's happened here and nobody else remembers. You know that Rebecca's stepmom was fucking crazy. She was in the hospital for a while. The amount of people who they don't even know what's going on. Like part of their life is just missing. And we've got more drunks now. Like the way we used to have the epidemic with cancer, now it's with the drunks. Because the amount of people who are just missing something of who they used to be.
Well, that's
If we can bring it back, I've got to
good
try.
that it's not Dipsos.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell of a time.
And we can bring it back, but I'm saying we should do this together and without trusting a ghost that may or may not be Rebecca. Who's telling you that you need to do it?
How much can you see it? Do you have sparks? Charges?
No, but she said she'll be able to take care of that.
It doesn't work like that. You need Chandlers. We can help you. I can do this. I can hold the charges.
You see him look up. Off of the thing. Will that work? She says you need a major.
You know,
I
it was a
made-
major that killed her brother.
Yeah,
What do you think happened to you?
It's not the same. Not the same.
You know, it's just 1/6.
I can't generate a major like that. That's hers.
He goes. This is earlier because we had some stuff planned that was going to possibly help. And he picks up he's got a revolver, picks it up and puts one bullet in, and sets it down. She's just got to come into me, and there's 1/6. I got 1/6 chance of fucking this up, and the rest of it is bringing back everybody, people we love.
Can I evaluate unnatural on this kind of plan, or maybe kind of run it through base Senaturgy or Cenomancy knowledge, or like base idea of how magic works, if this is even a semi-feasible plan?
I guess here's the thing, V. Let me double check your stuff. I'm wondering how much you would know about how ghosts or demons work. Because you know your stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean you know all the other.
Yeah, I guess what I'm.
It's clearly some unnatural shit's happening, and he's gonna. From everything that's happened, his unnatural meter is gonna be pretty fucking high. The same thing if you go with Ray. They've seen enough, and they're gonna have several failed notches and a lot of other ones. They've been living in this place where people just don't remember a section that used to be there.
Yeah.
And they saw what happened. But as far as you're not entirely sure necessarily yet how these things work, it could be possible. If an Entropomancer puts someone they love at risk, they can, with something like Russian roulette, they can actually build a charge. Their major charge is risking their life, or the life of someone that they love. But it has to be a pretty serious risk.
The problem is I'd volunteer for me generating a major charge is next to impossible. the setup for it is nonsense. I thought of like a handful of ways that it might be possible, but none of them are easy to pull off, or even remotely possible. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know how to help. So wait, who's going to spend the charge? If her possessing you generates it, you just...
No. It's not her possessing me that it's generating. It'd be her pulling the trigger.
Okay. Assume you don't die. How do you spend it?
She said she can do that.
She's dead.
Not if she's
That
possessing
doesn't
me.
make any sense.
Listen, buddy, I hate to break it to you, but it really just sounds like it's some ghost pulling your tail and trying to get a free ride.
It knows a lot. And I'm not sure how much the average ghost would know about the inner workings of, our own minds, how the charges work and everything.
Does one of you might have something that can actually coerce? Because like part of your thing is you want to get him. You're trying to get to a point where he may have to like doubt himself, and if he's to the point where he'll actually pull the trigger because he's considered it, I think like you need something that can shake him pretty hard. And unless you can come up with or unless you come up with a way to sort of coerce one of his meters, and that's sort of figuring out what might be able to push him.
I could evaluate his self, I guess, to see.
A natural he's got.
I have coercing self.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, anybody can coerce. It's just that it's a little bit better at it if you have. Usually, you're better at it if you have one of your things that lets you do it.
I've got feature therapeutic, but that's about as best I've got.
Yeah, I've got therapeutic and I've got evaluate self. I could try to get a read on if he's vulnerable there.
He's super vulnerable on the unnatural. I've just been eating him.
Yeah, so let me grab up the coercion real quick.
Holy shit. I just read some of my major charge effects. The first one is just straight up bring a person back from the dead, even if there was 100% solid proof they died.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, the whole thing with majors are world changing stuff, and she apparently used one before.
Yeah. I mean, what's
is your film magic like in the rule books? Like, is that a specific kind of adept? Oh, that's
Cinemancy.
Oh, I thought it was literally something you came up with. That's really cool.
No, this is straight up in the books.
That's awesome.
The other ones are like bring characters to life, remove a film star from reality entirely except for their body of work.
So it sounds like what someone's trying to do is so what you're able to do is sort of establish a credible thing. You're trying to establish the doubt. And he has some trust from you before. So someone can end up rolling a relevant identity, relationship, or ability. If it fails, they don't believe you're serious. So you can carry it out. But if it succeeds, they've got the choice of acquiescing or taking a stress check.
Do we know the relationship between this man and the dead woman?
Oh, you want to ask Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good friends. That was about it. I mean, they weren't in love or anything. He was dating somebody else.
That's what I'm after. The majors, they all require you to do something big and brash and bold. You said that she managed to generate a major because the other end of the sacrifice, the other end of the risk was her brother, or somebody that she dearly, dearly, dearly loved, more than likely. And honestly, I don't believe you're that. I don't believe that even if you pulled the trigger, that you're close enough, loved enough to satisfy the requirement.
Go ahead and make a roll.
What am I rolling? I was just talking.
So in this one, what you do is, roll the relevant identity, relationship, or ability. Let me check. if you have to have the thing that lets you coerce a meter.
Don't know.
I'm double checking. So there's not a ton of rules, but this is one of those just a little more unusual. Coerce a meter. There we go. Oh, substituting for okay. So substituting for the ability coercion usually requires. So I think in that case, yeah, if you don't have one that lets you coerce it with that one, it looks like you're just using one of your regular skills in this one, which would probably maybe connect. Or maybe knowledge. You're probably with knowledge on that.
What is my knowledge score? I can't read this damn thing. Knowledge is one notch off of 60, so 55.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's either that. Would therapeutic do anything?
The therapeutic is when you want to try to help somebody.
That's a lower number anyway. Okay. Knowledge it is then. Don't fail me now. Woo!
Nice.
What'd you get?
42.
Okay, so what happens here? So a simple yield rank gets one rank. Are there any of your passions seem to be in play?
Any of my passions?
Yep.
I mean, I'm literally trying to convince a man who does not want to be convinced that he can't shoot himself in the head.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be an uncooperative asshat.
Yeah.
Which would be rage.
Okay. So that'll add +1 because of his passions are in play. So you got basically a rank 1 check, rank 2 of his are in play. One about trying to obsession about trying to bring back the town, and then another one to basically sort of understand what's happening has all been rearranged. He's got a rank 4. It sounds like you're trying to get his maybe self check on there.
Yeah, I guess I'm either trying to. I guess it's self because I'm trying to get him to understand the connection between them isn't that great, and that probably his life is worth more than this crazy attempt.
Yeah, so in that one, he just kind of. So if it won't work with me, what do we do?
We'd have to find another way. Magic's malleable. People have other ways of doing things. She's dead. It's not like there's any other loved people we can force into a game of Russian roulette. But we're looking for lost time. Looking for something that took time away. So we want to untake time, but not all of it. We can't.
What about memories? If maybe we solve the symptom, does something to the cause.
I mean, we forgot.
Yeah, but
The two of us are magic.
we get more back, help others get back. Maybe that'll do something to the root. I mean, I don't know. Just a thought.
He just goes.
I don't even know how we would do that.
He goes. I'm at her house. Ray don't know where that's at.
To the house?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
See you there. Did we go on over?
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm actually at this point. It's 9:00 here.
Mm.
Are we cool with then going through the last half of it next week?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Because I got a couple things I need to get together for evaluation meeting tomorrow.
No worries.
But cool. Yeah. So at this point, anyone who got a failed check, go ahead and roll 1d10 or 1d5 and add that to your percentage.
Or the success for my star.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, was that for your star?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Hey, you got a 5 as well. Nice.
Yeah, I got 5 on Drifter, which is probably my most useful one.
Sweet.
I mean, I have had the dumbest idea.
Yes.
We're listening.
Well, okay, basically him telling us about it was enough to force in a couple of the memories. If we just routed in a whole bunch of different, basically stock footage variable, things that trigger cutscenes essentially, which Max could figure out probably given the whole story. Force that through enough gutter magic and star rituals, we could just expose everybody to all of their memories in the form of a giant concert all at once.
Oh my god. You took my idea and made it somehow horribly wrong, but right? I love it.
That sounds badass.
I
I'm
love
also
it.
wondering.
I mean,
But yeah, you need to go,
I'm
right?
gonna need more charges, but
This, yeah. Oh my god. Are you trying to use that to somehow build up a major charge?
that's not my major. I can't do that to build up a major. I just thought it'd be a good way to re-indoctrinate everybody in the town to their memories, which might help solve the crisis.
Well, I'll say the thing is that with the major charge, if you can get people to act out one of the tropes and cliches that never happen in real life without knowing it's a cliche, you get a major charge.
Yeah, but I have to.
No, this has to be planned by the Cinemaster. You can't stumble on it.
I'm trying to figure out what cliche that would make people play out.
You, my friend, maybe check out TV tropes.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm trying to. The problem is, it can't be any of our guys because we'll all be involved, which means I have to somehow, using this concert, inflict
If we're
cliche on a.
At the moment, our characters don't realize what you're trying to do. So if you get us to unawarely act out a trope,
Oh my god, I know which one.
Oh god.
I'm curious.
Which
What
one?
is it?
It's the cliche that everything ends in a musical number.
Oh my god.
you want us to fucking sing.
Well, Roxy is.
Roxy.
Well, Roxy can always sing.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, Roxy's kind of like a.
Everything's fine and it ends in a big musical number where the whole village comes together and everybody's happy.
I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. All right. This is a very good plan, Devin. I'm all in.
Oh.
No
Hell.
irony will happen.
Oh Jesus!
The 3-act structure is just aligned in Maxwell's head like the planets pulling together.
Oh man. Well, thanks for a really fun first session, y'all.
Cool.
And next week I'll write a musical, which means I'm going to have to build a significant first, which means we're in for an interesting couple of hours.
Yeah.
Cool. So
yeah.
you do every week at 6 Central?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I can be back by then because we start our major rehearsals really tomorrow. Yeah, today was a shorter one, but then after that, yeah.
If we end about this time every night, that's great for me because I have work in an hour.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad for me.
Wow.
I know.
I'm fine with ending at 9, to be honest. 3 hours is a good time for me.
What time?